1.49 megawatts.
Sorry?
1.49 megawatts. Is that it?
Sounds a bit big.
Yeah, that's the optimal power.
1.45 megawatt.
Sounds a bit big. Check through. Road A. So A is wave amplitude.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5. So rho G squared A squared over 4 omega. So this bit should come out, I don't know, about 25 kilowatts. I don't have the right numbers, but for a 6-second wave that should be about 25 or 30 kilowatts. And the wavelength is about 60 odd meters.
So are we using T as 10 or 6?
6.
6. So if that's 2 pi over 6, that's 6.
I go 474 kilowatts.
474 kilowatts. That sounds better. That still sounds a bit long.
Pies are everywhere.
That sounds a lot closer. So, you explain to everybody else why you're getting a different number.
I had to be careful putting the brackets around 2 pi, that's why I'm hoping.
Okay. Just do it in stages. So, wave power, then wavelength, then the product of 3. I'd suggest disable these bracket shenanigans.
Yeah. 474 kilowatts. Yeah.
No.
That was halfway there.
You
You're still one bracket out.
Let's do it again.
Still getting the same?
Again, is it rho G squared A squared time, over 4 omega times 1 over 2 pi times 2G squared over 2 pi?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but something's in there wrong if you get it 4.
Let's go Wolframmer. Start.
So what do you get for each part? What's the wave power?
So
Sounds too much.
for the first fraction, I'm getting 53 kilowatts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and then for the second one, 1 over 2 pi.
So you.
And then GT squared over.
Okay. Okay, so you get 53 kilowatts per meter for the wave. Is that right?
Yeah. So 1 over 2 pi. And for L, I'm getting 56.2.
Okay, no, you're right. You're right. Let's say 56 for L. So it's just because I'm thinking of unit amplitude waves when I'm doing my approximate calculations. So 1.5 squared. All right. Times that. Okay, so 474 kilowatts. Yep. Right. Okay, so apologies. Sorry, you must have been doing what I was doing using a wall.
Something wrong with the calculator mode. I think so.
Put the calculator back in proper mode. Right.
One
so not bad.
Press more than press comp.
If you
Now it's
response to
even matrix mode.
series in
Oh right, okay. I was wondering why it's
that's why I've got what?
6, 3,
I
6, 9.
previous questions on one meter. So that's fine. So that's for 1.5.
I was doing this difference matrices yesterday.
Up for 1.0 and 210. The reason it says that is just because if people run out of time or orbit, there's still a chance of doing that. Alright? So I'm going to give
I still don't know why I'm using
210 kilowatts if we have a unit amplitude for 1.0 meter. Right?
Oh my god, it's 0.95.
Fine.
T is about 6.6.
So it's all about the inputs. So that one, if we have 6 seconds and 1.5 meter amplitude, and that one, if we have 6 seconds and 1 meter amplitude, that might be 211 or something times. Is that what you said?
Well, it was 210.7.
3 significant figures. Okay, so you draw quite a bit on, sure.
Let's do it again.
So
Again on the photo.
estimate mechanical damping and response amplitude required to obtain optimal power capture. Right. So taking this value then, how do we actually get that value? How much does a float have to move in this 1 metre amplitude wave, 1 metre amplitude wave now? So this is for t in 6 seconds and alpha 6 so you can include this stuff. Right, so how much does the float, well, what does the velocity of the float need to be to get that power? How do we know what the velocity is? So we need an equation for velocity and then to get said velocity. So when does this expression occur?
What does it say over there?
On that page of notes.
474.
Occurs at 4.7. No.
If you use 1.5 meter amplitude, you get 474. If you use 1 meter amplitude, you get 210.
So how did we get to that expression if you look back at your notes?
Let's power up your laptop from my phone. It's not going to stop.
F naught over TB, because this comes back to that parabola of force as a function of velocity, yeah?
Yeah, but how the damping technique?
Okay, well what do we know? Go back to your equations that you know. F naught squared over 8b, we know F naught. Well, we know how to get F naught, we don't know it for this period, but we know how to get it. And we know P opt. So you know damping. Right? So you can rearrange as a function of P opt, or anything really, is just using equations you've got now, so going through the unknowns. So you now want that. You know that, and you know P opt, but you don't know B. But we know from Falmouth and Evans and others that B can be related to F. So we can do that through a P opt in our case. Right, so we can just rearrange this as B is equal to F naught squared over 8P instead. So B is our only unknown.
What's F now?
Yeah, sorry, where's the F naught from again? F naught.
Same as that.
Oh, so is that.
Excitation force, amplitude, excitation. So it's going to be from that graph. But now we've got a different frequency to the earlier part of it.
Seven.
So where's you there? From the top? No, from the beginning, from the first part.
Well, I was
Yeah, from part. 6. What was it? 7, 8. 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 kilometers.
how did you work it out?
You got the match frequency from the 10-second one. Went to that graph, went to the top. You could match this in 1.628 there.
Yeah.
Go to the top there.
Then you times it by
rho G.
So for this one, you use the 10 seconds or do you use the 6 seconds? For the F naught.
I'm going to use the 10 because you don't even know about the 6 seconds. The 6 seconds you just start using for part D.
No, we basically don't need the velocity in this case because
Yeah.
you can find that through the graph. We have already a P optimal, so we can get damping.
Yeah.
And then use the damping to buy U.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
just
know that.
damping.
So you get that, and then you plug it into that. Right. So the reason for doing that is because normally it's quite difficult to measure damping, whereas it's quite easy to measure forces and powers. Right. So if you've got a test system, a representative system, a way of getting to this parameter in a real world problem would be to measure power and force and use that to obtain this value of B. So it's analogous to what you might do in an experiment to actually measure B in the first place. Right? But yeah, processes, as soon as you recognise that equation is the same as that equation, you can do whatever you want with either of them to get unknowns, and B is
Is that always
the
equal?
last unknown.
Yeah, because if it's just one does it through incident and one does it through radiation losses, but the this should give the same value.
Yeah. 2.8 seconds. Millisecond. The damping force 121 times sensitivity.
How much do you get the force from the graph?
Force, the unit F naught.
Yeah.
Wasn't that 678? Was that not 678? F naught.
Why is it not 678?
No, it is. That's what I'm saying. Is it?
No, why?
You said it was the force, the excitation force.
No, but you don't have to go back to the graph and work it out with the new time period.
That was over there, though.
Oh, right.
You have to work it out with the new time period.
And we're over there.
So work out a new frequency
So,
with the 6.
For this one, do you use the
That's what you said to me was
amplitude or the...
Yeah,
No,
so
same
the
method,
parts
just
that follow
use a
that
different T
type,
instead of-
so
so 2
Well, it's
pi
not 10,
over
is it?
6
process
10,
rather
just
than
use
numbers root,
plus
but
1.04.
yeah, it's
What's the
strictly
difference?
that.
How
Zero
difference?
point nine.
Most
Equals
recently.
cos
No
this.
difference,
It's
just a
about
different
20.
value instead of like same method, different value.
20 times 102.
That's
So what T did you use
use
the first question?
Force,
So how's it different value
the
then?
force is 201.
So exactly the same process, but
Because
for
this
heat.
is for a different wave now, isn't it?
We're at
You know here,
1.85,
because now we
6
part E.
seconds.
I was telling you how we got it in
So
part
you
D.
17, 20
Part E, it tells you it's a 6 second period and 1 meter amplitude, so you have to use a 6 second period, isn't it?
So you have to use 6 then.
Yeah, so you just say, in this, obviously they did 2 pi over 10, now you do 2 pi over 6.
I know, but I'm saying, like, so you say, oh my god,
Just the same, exact same thing I told you before, just 2 pi over
6.
Yeah, so it's gone split and by what's that?
Okay, so
Relax man, take it easy.
201.
Oh no, right, that's 1.047. Just exactly 1, just by
That's not 1.
1's an unknown. Here, that's not 18, 12, 14, 16, about 18 times rho times c.
Rho is 1000.
B is a force, right? So it's kilonewtons for Newton.
Times g, and then you have to times by
Anyone else on units of B?
No.
Force velocity.
180.
So the units are
Newton,
Sounds about right.
Newton seconds per meter. Newton seconds per meter.
Thanks man.
Three times the amplitude as well.
But it's 1, isn't it? Right.
181 kilometers.
So,
That's f naught squared. And you square it, divide it by the power, you know.
now I've got, for B, I've got 10.7 times 10 to the 3 Newton seconds per meter.
181 square.
What do you guys say?
Divided by 8. Divided by power 400.
So for F naught,
No,
I've
it's
got
210.
201 kilonewtons.
200.
Yeah, for the new F naught. Because the omega n is 1, around 1.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, 1.04.
Something like that.
Yeah. So what do you get for that from the graphs? And
So then you got 201.
I guess 18.
No, sorry.
18.
And you gotta multiply that by rho g.
Yeah.
Right.
I put 7.
And then
I got 20. Well, anyway, close enough.
180 then.
Sorry?
180 for the force.
Yeah, 180, yeah.
Yeah, 182. I got 200.
So is it 180 squared divided by...
He's right,
Here's 18. Yeah, so yeah, on the right track here.
What did you get? 18?
No, they're not finished yet.
19.5.
So 18 times.
The rule is 1,000. It's 1,025, so density of water.
Seawater.
Seawater, 1,025.
Is 1,025? I did 1,025. No issue.
It's a bunch of cool.
Right, got velocity.
Almost.
We've got 19.
Response 19.
We've done 9 units.
Alright, okay.
Actually, we only need response 19.
You didn't square the units.
Yeah, that's fine.
We also got 10.47 as velocity.
10.47.
Or 10.5. Is that meters per second?
Anyone else?
I got 4.6.
Compare and contrast.
Very large.
Order of magnitude, well, double. I'm erring towards Emily's values.
What did you say?
4.64, yeah.
4.64.
We got 4.6
So what do you get for force?
so
181 kilometers.
yeah.
And what do you get, 100?
For the force, yeah, I got 181 as well actually.
Yeah.
Right, so then damping. Any damping?
19.5.
What?
19.5.
What Newton seconds per meter?
Is that beta, isn't it?
Isn't it like 181 times
So once you've got force, your damping is just F squared divided by 8 P ops, yes?
Yeah.
From
That's it.
F naught squared divided by 8
That's
P.
Yeah, so we got 8,640. Well, 8.64 kilonewton seconds per meter. So it's in the thousands. 8,000.
So you've got 180 squared divided by 8 divided by 200.
Okay.
Sure,
Divided by 200. Isn't it 474?
I got 19.5
for what?
For B.
for the damping.
That's
Is
what
it?
we got first. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You got 19.5.
You think F naught squared over 8 times power opt? Right?
Is that right?
What's this?
What's he got?
What am I doing wrong? Yeah. Yeah, it's right.
19.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know. At least we know how to get F. Yeah, Nemo. Next term, we'll get good marks.
Okay,
This
but,
is passing
but are
in.
you still getting
So-
9 metres or something? Or are you getting at least
Again.
4.5, 4.6 metres? Is that what you're getting?
Oh, 19.
Yeah, I'm
4.64.
4.64.
So what's that
Well,
for?
that's what I'm getting with those
That
numbers
you-
you shout out. So.
For you.
So that's right. So then that's your response amplitude. So to get this 210 kilowatts when oscillating at 6 seconds in a 1 metre amplitude wave, it needs to be going up and down by 4.7 metres. So the draft, what do we have, 8 metres, is reducing down to 2.3 metres, no, 3.3 metres, back up to 12.7 metres. Yep. So that's what we want. Et voila. A wave question. Right, happy with all that?
Yeah.
Sounds like it's all quite straightforward. Any other imminent concerns or
No worries.
imminent ones you'd like to go talk about.
Memories for.
Yeah, that's your phone is all your phone. Look at this. 3-year-old beast just chugging along. I mean to see what's on the board. You can hear it.
What a
Do we
waste.
go to another type of word question? Or is it?
Okay, for 10 minutes.
Right?
Oh no, we've got, well, 20 if you like.
What time is it?
I've only got to the hour. Got me enjoying it within the hour.
Could say till 2 if you want.
It's just like he won't be
So, well, what else do you want to know?
Well,
Probably can't go through the question. Because
could you just tell us how to go through the calculations of question 6? I don't know which exam this is.
2010.
No, you don't. Well, tell me what the question is.
It starts off saying, explain the principle of operation.
Yeah, 2010.
2010 paper. 10-11.
2010.
Okay, so that's
9-10, was it?
of limited relevance as we haven't really done prototypes this time. Last item was common.
Oh, by the way, you were mentioning which questions weren't going to come up because we haven't covered them in the syllabus. I think in the last reading lecture.
Yeah, so that was the electrical ones and the aspects of electrical machines, mostly. And there was some stuff about noise propagation. So more than one thing, but I mean that was full of questions that aren't relevant. There's a few bits of wave and tidal questions that have had less emphasis. Are we done with that? We're done with that. So we haven't really talked so much this year about what types of wind turbine there are and what types of wave energy devices have been developed so far. It's covered a bit in the notes in that an oscillating water column is one class of wave energy device, but you don't really need the full principles of operation this time. It's more just from looking at the notes. So basically in an oscillating water column you don't have a flood, you have a body of water that's moving and it drives air through a channel. So in a very approximate sense, you've got a structure like this, which has then got an opening up here, and it's solid around here, and solid around here. Right, and you've got a wave hitting that structure. Right? So as this surface elevation changes outside, the water level in here goes up and down. Right? That's an oscillating water column. As it goes up, you drive air out through this turbine. As it comes back down, you drive air back in. So it's basically just a conversion mechanism. So your oscillating mass, in this case, is something like that body of water with a line that's dividing somewhere between here and here, but it's not exactly analogous to that. So your mass is something like this body of water, which is being forced to oscillate across this line. And the moving medium is air, which is going in and out through a turbine. Right? So the point of oscillating water columns is that this turbine up here sees flows in both directions. So it's not like a wind turbine that sees a unidirectional flow. It's going one way, flows going through it one way, and then 5 seconds later it's going in the other direction. So these are designed so that they rotate in the same direction irrespective of the airflow through them. And that's it, right? So that was just a brief overview of how that kind of system works, but that's just from general background on
What topics is this coming?
right, so, there's a couple of slides on those in the very first introductory lecture, but we talked about it a lot more in earlier years, so don't worry about it. Okay.